So, whenever you hit play, you get two game modes. Do not play Nightmare mode. You are definitely not ready for Nightmare mode. You'll get fucked. Arcade mode. You are looking for anomalies on people that are called doppelgangers. They are very, very crafty. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play, get the tutorial and whatnot. I'll show you the key things you're looking for. I recommend you watch the tutorial, but this is how the game functions. So he's going to talk to you, he's going to walk away, and your first guy is going to come up. By the way, these are like achievements I got, so ignore these. So, what I see here, you always need two items no matter what. An ID and an application. You open up this sheet, entry request, ask, question, and she gave me the entry request. So far, I have not had a single person who could not produce this. However, they can definitely be forged. If I turn that off, go back to minimize, don't get rid of it. You can remake a new list if you want. Not really a big deal. I just like keeping it open as I check stuff. And you have residents on 1, 2, and 3 floors. Like these people, like she is number 1. I just guessed that, but you can get the information from where it says she is. Floor 1, room 1. That's how it is. One thing I do always check every time is I call their apartment number to see if this guy's here that says she's not here or nobody answers. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to call 1152. Roman Silsky is here. Wife and I are in the apartment right now. That means this, without a doubt, is a doppelganger. Now you can look for what makes her a doppelganger. Like right now it says she's not on the list. So I say she's not on today's list. Question. Sometimes they'll argue, sometimes they'll show their true colors. But that phone call told me that they're both there, no matter what. Nightmare mode, if you fuck up, they insta-kill you. But in story mode, they don't kill you right away. You can screw up once or twice before the end of your run where they kill you. If you screw up 3 times, then they just kill you. But since I made the phone call and I said that they are both there, no matter what, she's a fraud. So you can either go through the list on, pictures, like what's wrong. See, the mole is on the wrong side. See on that picture?
Yeah.
So you would say her appearance. What's wrong with my appearance? So it could.
Also, look at the curl on the top of her head, I bet. That's the one I think you're thinking of.
The curl?
Which one are you looking at? Let me see.
Lois Dinsky, her mole's on the wrong cheek.
Sorry, it's not letting me view you yet.
I'll wait.
Oh, her. No, I was thinking of the twins. It didn't load in for me for long enough.
No. So the mole is wrong. So what you do at this point, if you think it's a doppelganger, now you can kill civilians. You will get deducted points for that. So what I'm going to do is push this button, call the DDD, which is 3312. You can listen to what they have to say, but it's the same thing every time. I just skip it. And then he's going to say, cleaning protocol completed. And then he's going to get out of your way and you're going to go on with your job. One thing you're looking for, primarily, every single person is on the list. Their ID, application. Okay, so we know that she is not here and the face is all wrong and everything. So, boom. So we already know it's not her. They even said her head is normal. No, it's not. So you want to look at their appearance. Looking for nose, lips, moles, pearls, ears, things, and what they note on appearance. Does she have big lips? Is there a mole on her left cheek? Yes, yes. Round face? No. You can see what's wrong with her face, right?
Yeah.
So we already noticed up there. Short hair, yes. One thing you also want to do is do a cross number on their ID. So 894 So her ID is not presented. My ID. I think I lost it. Oh my god, that's the first time I've ever seen someone not present ID. So, in the discussion, I throw them out the door. Period. You don't give me these two items, you're not even getting anywhere. I'm not even going to risk it. So, what you would do is that she would drop her ID there, and then you could do a cross reference on the numbers to see if they match. That's another one you can do. Another one you got to be very careful for is their name spelling. So Lois Stinsky, you would look at the ID and their name to see if the spelling's correct. Obviously, you check again to see if they're not on the list. The ID, appearance, entry request, all that's wrong. Another thing you can do when you want to check, he's going to reply to all three of my statements, is the DDD logo. There's always 3 brackets, 3 arms, and 3 DDs. I'm going to get her out of here so I can get someone with ID, and I'll show you another thing.
You want to know what would be funny?
What?
If a younger kid tried to play this game and tried to figure out how to use the phone.
Yeah, it's a rotary phone. Okay, so he showed up automatically, no ID. So I throw that out there right away. No ID. See, he gave me his ID. But that person who did not give me ID said I lost it. That was the very first time I've ever seen that. So here's the ID number where you would find it. Logo's the same. There are only 12 months in a year. I had someone who had a, like, let's say 1971, but a 1971. So I didn't even, bother with it. I just said, no, ID is not correct, and checked them out. You want to make sure that it's within one of the 12 months of the year, and it's after that expiration date. So 1955, that checks out. That checks out. Let's go ahead and move on to the more simpler things that I always check first. Floor 2, room 1. Right here, I'll call the number 5123.
Grayson, are you stuck in the box? Oh, should I help him?
Gloria Smith speaking. My husband is not home. But that does not mean he's not a doppelganger. It gives him, in my opinion, 1 point of validation. There's a chance he can be a human now. Is he on the list? Yes, he is. I'm not even going to question it. You're going to look at the logo, look at the ID, time, yes, logo, that all checks out. Go back to open his folder, 2, 1. So this is when I start doing the more sneakier checks. 778, minimize, open. 778, 566, this, 566, 219, 219, 322, 322. Okay. So we now know that that number matches. That still doesn't mean he cannot be a doppelganger. Now I go with the names, which is, I've actually caught 5 people this way by doing this check. So Arnold, A-R-N-O-L-D. 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 Then we go with Smith. Let's do, I break it up because I want to do the whole word because it's so long. S-C-H. S-C-H. S-C-H, and then M-I-C-H-T. 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 Okay, another thing is, what is noted here is a writer. It says, resident of building, I come home from being a writer. It does not have to state that he's a writer, but that is point number 2 of validation. Okay, so at least this doppelganger knows who his target is, at least. It's not a stupid doppelganger, if that's the case. And then here comes the hard part. Visual checks. Big eyebrows. Yes, he has big eyebrows. Prominent mustache. Mustache is the same. Wears a hat. Yes, wears a hat. Sometimes he'll walk in as that. If he's not wearing a hat, throw him out. Period.
Nope, that's not true, David. I've learned, the old cowboy guy, his states he always wears a hat. It's an optional for that. He doesn't always
Okay.
have to have the hat on,
Okay. So
unless
then
it specifies it.
Caitlin has a round face, short hair, short hair. So now when you start looking for stuff that's not stated, ones they always throw in there is the nose. Is the nose identical in design? That's what it looks like it is to me. Are the eyes the same? Does he have them half closed with pupils? Yep. Round ears? Yep. So this is one of the few cases where I think he checks out. Remember, this is story mode, not nightmare mode. It's not as hard as nightmare mode. They try to sneak shit past you in nightmare mode. So I'm going to give him all the okays and send him on his way. So here's is the part that everyone messes up on. Press the B button. Usually hear the click, lock it. Because if you don't lock it, they'll walk right past you and walk right on in. Here's the guy who always wears a hat.
Yep.
So DDD, double check, 7th month, 58. It's close to expiration, but it's not. DDD logo's there, that's there, that's there. Is he on the list? Yes, he's on the list. And this the, like I said, the quick checks. 3-3, 42-42. The reason I do the quick checks is because it filters out a lot of bad guys way faster than people think. Steven speaking. Father's not home. That means 1 point of validation. Let's open that folder back up. So he's retired, so he's not going to have a job. It's just going to be something simple like, I was coming back from shopping. So that's normal for this person.
Hey, David, what room is he in?
What?
What room?
3-3.
I'm just saying, is always keep an eye on that, because I've also found that to be a catcher, because the last time their room didn't match up.
Yeah, there was a one that was in nightmare mode. They were like, I'm in room 80. It's just like, what? Okay, so has a mustache. Mustache is correct. Big nose. Make very close attention to the nose. Yes, the nose is correct. Has a goatee. Yes. Smokes. Yes. Always wears a hat. So if he's not wearing it, as Jet said, throw him out. So now I'm going to go do the ID check. So 964, 516, 184, 611. The reason why I was checking pairs of threes is it's broken up into 12 numbers. 3, 6, 9, 12. Because there's going to be in nightmare mode, there's going to be a lot of numbers that stick together. Like these 5s, these 5 and 4s. Why I always count and I break them up into sections because they will fucking trip you up in nightmare mode. Like there's a guy that's like 8868668886 or something like that, or 3s and 2s and 1s, or 11121131 or something like that. It's like, what? They will do that shit to you. So what is one thing I am forgetting to do as a check?
Me?
I'm asking Amber.
Check the name.
There you go. You're catching on already. Mick Looney with 2 O's. Mick Looney.
Okay.
Mick Looney, and then Rudd Boys. It's spelt the same way. Rudd Boys. Rudd Boys. Rudd Boys. And another thing is just to double check the entire structure of his body. Check out. Smile, mouth checks out. All that checks out. Line checks out. Ears check out. Hair checks out. So, what else would you even look for? I already made the phone call. Pick the logo. Pick the name. Did a cross-reference. He said he's not here. That's his son, Steven Rodboys. That he's not here.
Pretty get lost. You're
Oh yeah, you will get killed. Just to let you know, you will die. The one thing you could throw there as a curveball, and it will not hurt your reputation or anything like that. You'd be like, you're not on the list. How do they react? So he did not have a harsh reaction to that. So I'm not getting a bad vibe from him, so I'm going to let him through. So let's see if it throws an obvious one at us. Because remember, this is story mode. It's meant to make it easier. So this chick always is a problem. Almost always is a problem. Selena
Is it the twin? Look at the curl compared to the place.
Oh, I know. So we're going to go to 1-4. See, they're twins. So, what's her name again? Selena
Curl to the right.
Selena Swartz. So, Curl has to go to the right. Mole's on the right side of the face. Do you see how this game ramps up really fast?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to call this number. Make sure you pay attention to who answered. Because Selena's supposed to be in front of me. But I've heard them say Selena's here, Eleanor's is not. That would mean she's a doppelganger. So 6996. Illinois. Or Illinois. My sister's not home. So she's there, she is not. So that's the 1 point of validation I'm definitely looking for. Okay, small pointed nose, yes. Big lips, yes. I'm gonna do the more harder checks. 785, 75, 613, 13, 69, 514, 514. Model. What she says she's here. She's a model. DDD. DDD. Yes, 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 yes. 380. Yes. Okay. Name check. Cell. L. NNE. E. And SVER. 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 HZT, HZT, HZT. Now, one thing a lot of people forget to check, even though she is a perfect doppelganger, they often don't check the list.
She's not on the list.
Okay, she did not freak out. The first time I came across that, it goes, I didn't know you would check that. The thing about this game, it's at least fair. If it is a doppelganger, there is something you can do to prove it. So we did the mole check, nose check, eyes check, curl check, hair check, slim, pointed nose, yes, check, 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 check. I think that's who it is. Now what's funny is I've sent someone in, and another person just like that came in. So now you gotta go to yourself, did I just let in the doppelganger, or did the doppelganger just walk in? Because if it's in nightmare mode, and I let her in, and she doesn't kill me, I know that's not a doppelganger, and the one who just walked in is automatically a doppelganger. I would call it in and send her.
Oh, can you pull up the picture again? I'm just looking real quick. Okay, I was just checking the earrings and stuff.
That's another thing you will check. That is definitely a major.
Each of them have a different shaped earring, don't they? On the twins, one has a diamond triangle shape, the other one's circle.
The other one has circles, yes. But that's how you would check everything. You said she's not here. Model, ID checks, everything checks, nothing's expired, everything is check, 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 check. Across the board.
So how do you know if she was a doppelganger?
Either she kills you at the end of your run, or you screw up 3 times and that ends your run, Or whenever you die, it'll give you a results page. You can open up results and it'll tell you who it is. So you always want to remember who you filtered out. You will die, just letting you know. If you do not die and you get a perfect run, you'll get an achievement for it. And it's randomly generated. But it's your first run, you will die. Just letting you know, Amber, you're going to die.
Make sure, David, whenever you open the door, close it right afterwards. Otherwise, the next person can just walk right through.
I know, that's me telling Amber that. Okay, so he gave me everything. No issues there. He is on the list. That's the first one I'll check every time. 1, 2. I'm already here. 1, 2. 2668. Alberti speaking. My brother is not home. Alberti speaking. Yep, it's him. But he says he's not home. They're both shoemakers. Yep, he's a shoemaker. Okay, I would automatically jump to the ID. Double check that. 12. That's almost, but it's not quite. Passes. 114. 652. 289. 289, and then 730. That all checks out. I'm going to check for name now. Rober. Rober. East Sky, and then and so name and ID checks out. Long neck. Now we're going to visuals. Long neck, yes. Without eyebrows, yes. Big nose, yes, and it's the correct shape. Has a goatee, yes. It's on the list, yes. So this all across the board says that he is who he is. I don't have any real reason to not think he's not it. It's too simple of a person. Nothing really sticks out as really easy to hide. So I'm going to check all that. Close that. I'm just glad this is not like Glory to Ostatka because it is timed. This game lets you take your time. Do not rush. If you feel like this guy is a doppelganger, take your time, comb through everything. I'm just trying to show you how to play the game.
He has weird shit.
Okay, so he's on the list. PDD 9-5, yes. PDD, yes. 2-2. So he should not answer, since he's the only one on this floor. 7, 3, 2. Not come back. Okay, so no one's there. Now we're gonna start going through the list. 4, 5, 6. 6, 985, 985, 512, 512, 369, 369, yep. Does not state he's a reporter. They do not have to say that. So just to throw him a curveball, I'm going to say he's on today's list. Okay, so he didn't get angry or anything. So that's fine. So we got the dimple chin with the curl, chin with a curl, big smile, big nose, slanted eyes, big eyebrows, comb over hair. Everything checks out. Big eyebrows, big smile, prominent chin, big nose. Yep, everything checks out. Double check the ears. Ears are correct. So I'm just gonna let him through. I'm not taking this too serious. I'm just trying to get this moved along to the shutters close. Either I die or I get to the end. So I already let this guy in. See how I memorized him? So I'm not even going to process any of this first. I'm going to go to his phone number. 1, 2. Call. 2668. Robert speaking. Brother and I are in the apartment right now. So, that's two things. Either I already let the doppelganger in, and if I let him in, that's 2 people I just got killed. Or I could send him away right now, and if he's a human, I just killed him, and the apartment person gets killed. That's still 2 kills. If I'm lucky, and I did it right, this is the doppelganger, and I want to send him on his way. So I'm going to throw a curveball and say, you're not on today's list. I had to leave for emergency at work. That's a lie. So that's already 1 point of, you are not validating yourself. And the second point is, somebody is already home. So now I'm looking for what is wrong with this person. Hopefully this is the doppelganger. So we've got 3 brackets, 3 wings, 3 Ds, 12th month, after the date mark. No marker here. See that?
Yeah.
This is the doppelganger. We did it right. Entry request is wrong. He's not going to admit it. So we're just going to push the alarm and send him on his way. So, we are right. The person in the house is not a doppelganger. I got a perfect run. I didn't see no hands. Captured 3 doppelgangers. 0 enables killed. Someone gets the light in. Got an A. Or an S, damn. That's my first S rank, because I guess I didn't kill any civs. So that's the perfect tutorial. You just got that.